Welcome to a captivating exploration of the Matterhorn, a mountain that not only soars in the rugged peaks of the Swiss Alps, but also stands as a symbol of unwavering courage and unparalleled ambition. The Matterhorn, its silhouette is so distinct that it has etched itself into the collective consciousness, a majestic landmark that has conquered not only the Alps, but also the hearts of mountaineers and explorers. For centuries, the Matterhorn has beckoned to those willing to face the challenges of the mountain, a trial of both body and mind that brings out the best in people and drives them to overcome their own limits. Yet the Matterhorn isn't just a physical obstacle, it's a symbol of humanity itself. Proof that human will can move mountains, both literally and metaphorically. The steep slopes and icy peaks of the Matterhorn remind us that the greatest achievements often demand the greatest risks, and therein lies the magic of this mountain. It challenges us to step out of our comfort zone, conquer fears, and embrace the unknown. Over time, the Matterhorn has witnessed countless stories, tales of triumph and tragedy, of determination and dedication. Let's take a look back to a time when the Matterhorn remained unclimbed, shrouded in unexplored mysteries. The allure of the Matterhorn stretches far back. Even before Edward Whymper's successful first ascent in 1865, daring adventurers made desperate attempts to reach its summit. The summer of 1865 marked a turning point in Matterhorn's history. At the heart of this historic expedition was a young man named Edward Whymper, whose determination to climb the peak was unwavering. Whymper was more than just a mountaineer. He was an artist and an adventurer captivated by the majestic beauty of the Matterhorn. However, his expedition was to be more than just an artistic endeavor. Whymper harbored an insatiable ambition to conquer the Matterhorn's summit, willing to risk everything to achieve his goal. Accompanied by a group of guides and companions, Whymper embarked on the arduous path marked by steep rock walls, icy slopes, and unpredictable weather. The route to the summit was a grueling struggle against the elements and their own exhaustion. Yet Whymper and his companions remained undeterred. Their determination was unshakable. Day by day, they pushed higher, defying icy winds and stormy conditions. The prospect of reaching a summit never before climbed spurred them on. The final stretch was especially challenging. The Matterhorn's steep, unforgiving slopes demanded not only physical strength, but also unyielding willpower. And then, after days of struggle and hardship, they finally reached the summit. A moment of triumph where Whymper and his companions etched their names into history. The first ascent of the Matterhorn was not only a physical achievement, but also a symbol of human ambition and perseverance. It was the result of Whymper's unwavering desire to push boundaries and make the impossible possible. After the triumph of the first ascent, it was time for Edward Whymper and his companions to begin the treacherous descent from the Matterhorn. However, what initially seemed like a relief turned into an unimaginable tragedy. The group began their descent, filled with both euphoria and exhaustion. But soon they were surprised by approaching clouds and sudden storms. The descent, already challenging on the ascent, now became a dangerous balancing act between the will to survive and the forces of nature. Whymper and his companions had to pool their strength to navigate the descent safely. As they carefully moved forward, the unthinkable happened. One member of the group lost their grip and fell, triggering a fatal chain reaction. The rope connecting the climbers snapped, and within seconds, several members of the group plunged into the abyss. The horrifying reality unfolding before Whymper and the survivors was almost incomprehensible. Whymper and a few of his companions managed to cling to the rocks, saving their lives. Yet the tragedy was undeniable. Those who had just reached the summit were now plummeting from the mountainside. The mood among the survivors was one of grief and horror. Whymper felt deeply guilty and plagued by remorse. He and his companions did their best to recover and honor the bodies of their friends. The descent, initially celebrated as a success, had turned into a nightmare. The tragedy of the Matterhorn descent would forever be etched in history, starkly illustrating the risks of mountaineering. The events on the Matterhorn in 1865 serve as a reminder that nature possesses forces and dangers that are often unpredictable. They remind us that the world of mountains is not just a world of conquest, but also a world of respect and humility. The story of Edward Whymper and his expedition is thus not only a story of triumph, but also a story of loss and humanity. It reminds us that mountains, as majestic as they may be, always demand our humility and understanding. Thank you for watching.